Okay, welcome back to Tremaine's Trucks how-to videos. A series of how-to with your 67 to 72 Chevy truck Blazer Suburban. This is the follow-up to my last video, Suburban third door disassembly, and now I'm going to reassemble this door. It's pretty much just the opposite of the disassembly, but we'll go over it anyways. So the first step, and this is again, it's a little tricky working with this thing, and you gotta make sure you got your bell cranks right. They should be attached to the door in this position like this. So the first step is to slide all of this inside of the door as one unit. Get this in here. First thing you want to do is get the door latch in place. All of it's going to want to hang up on the insides of the door. It's a little bit tricky. So we get this in here, we get the holes lined up, and we get our screws started. I got to put the camera down, so you're going to have to use your imagination. Hold it from the inside. Take your door latch screws, get the holes lined up, get them started. Now, for the most part, when I'm doing assembly, keep everything loose inside there. Now the next step is this bell crank here, and again, you want it in there positioned properly. Okay, we're back on it. I had the rod crossed with the bell crank. Now, again, this is hanging up here. Now we got our holes lined up here. We can get our screws started in this bell crank here. It was a matter of the rod being crossed over the bell crank plate. So you might have to fidget with that a little bit to get it in the correct place. We'll go back here to this bell crank here. And it's a little tricky because you have to get the lock rod up through this hole here, as you see, and get the bell crank lined up. Now I'm going to have to set this camera down while I start these screws in a way that you won't see what I'm doing. So I apologize about that. Let me get these screws in here and we'll proceed. Okay, got one of them started. Go back to here. Get the other hole lined up. Make sure your lock rod stays in position. Okay. All of that is in. Next step is to get the door regulator in place here. This is one of the reasons why I leave everything loose. As of right this moment, it's fighting with me. I think it has to do with the latch is not in its place. So we'll get a screw started here. This screw started here. I'm not going to put a screw in the other hole right now because it's stripped out, but it is a good idea to have all three of your screws in place. loosen. Again, these Suburban doors can be very tricky. There's a lot going on in there. Okay, so now you can go through and tighten all those screws up. I'm not gonna right now because I'm gonna try to make this video quick. Keep your attention. So the next step is we put the window regulator in. Now this roller here is gonna go in this channel that's back here. You can see the 3 spot welds. So we get the window regulator up in the door. Find the channel, that roller in the channel like so. Up. In the channel like so. Careful not to get pinched. Get the regulator positioned into place. Lined up here like so. Get a couple of screws in it. Now I'm just going to put 2 screws for right now. Hold it in place. Okay. Tighten these 2 down. I do recommend you put all 4 in before you do this, but I'm going to cheat a little. So the next step will be to put the glass in place and set it on its sash. And you have this notch here to line up with the window regulator. The front roller on the window regulator, you want to roll that roller right into this channel here. Okay. So we get the glass set. Into its roller. Find the notch for the rear roller. And the front roller came out. And we're in. Push the glass all the way forward. Slide your divider bar down in the door. Now what you really should do is lube this rubber up with some dish soap or some kind of lube to get it to push into place. And this divider bar is always in the way when you're doing this. Just slide the window and the rubber into position. Slide it down. Back where it goes like this, and all the way back. Pull this divider bar up and line it up. Again, you've got to get this rubber into the channel on both sides. Get the divider bar all the way up in there. Takes a little persuasion to get it all into place with the gasket in the divider on both sides. Might have to give it a little whack. And then you can see we got the hole lined up. We get the screw in there, get it started a little sideways, pull it straight, and tighten her down. Then we go down to these screws here that hold the divider bar in place. Attach those screws. These screws started in there. Takes a little lining to do. Okay, but you get the idea. And now we're going to go to the window channel that goes in the front of the door. For this, you want to roll the window back into its guide. Grab your window crank. Go up with the window all the way up. Now again, it's a little tricky. You want to put a little bit of lube. As you can see, this window guide is rusty and tore up, so this may not go so well. You want to lube this and the run channel so it goes into place. Slide this back in there behind the run channel. Which again, this is one of those easier said than done type of things, because you are going to struggle with getting that run channel into here, and I probably am not going to get it properly in place because I didn't lubricate it. Slide that. I'm having some trouble here with it, but what you want to do is you want to slide this window guide channel up into place, and it's a tight fit, and slide it up to where the threaded holes line up with these holes and this hole here. And it's fighting me because I don't have any lube and that thing's rusty. So that's the whole idea. You got to get this thing up in there, and it fits just into a specific area. Get your screws started there, and we are done. The door is reassembled. I'm not installing the molding, but to install the molding, you just line the clips up with the holes in the door, okay, and you push it and it'll lock into place. You have your nut on the front side of this. That'll go through this hole here. Put the nut back on the stud. There, the stud, I'm sorry. And your molding's reattached. Once again, thanks for joining us in this episode of Tremaine's Trucks How-To Videos. Subscribe, give the like button, and give me your feedback. Thank you and have a great day.